Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Joshua Stonecutter, and I'm coming to you live-ish from Flagler County, Florida. I have two different smart devices going. A nice Ring device here. We got the backlight. I'm live on Facebook right now as I'm taping my YouTube. And soon in the future, I'm going to be streaming, I hope to be streaming on 4 or 5 platforms all at the same time. Let's talk about the background, my backdrop real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. I do have a new addition to the scene today, and the new addition is Luke Skywalker Endor. Check this out. I think both cameras can see that. Luke Skywalker Endor edition. You can see they had Leia and Luke. I just got Luke, so got that edition. I get the Black Series. That's what I buy. For vinyl today, these are my picks, my vinyl picks. We got Tipper. This album is ridiculously awesome, you guys. It is so good. It's so torn up. The records just flop and fall right out of it. There's a track on here called Buck, B-U-C-K, Buck Funk, B-U-C-K-F-U-N-K 3000. That track is enormous. I used to drop that track right there, Buck Funk, all the time, man, and people would just go crazy. So that is my pick for the day. Tipper, J Tipper, I think. And then for backup, we have the Postal Service, Give Up. The Postal Service, Give Up. This is a great album, you guys. I mean, this album's made me cry and laugh and everything. All right, so these are the topics that we're going to talk about today on the show. Welcome. I think I already said welcome. If not, welcome. Welcome to Conspiracy in Real Time, yada, yada. These are the topics that we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss narcissistic abuse. We're going to discuss shadow banning. We're going to discuss what's underground. And lastly, we're going to talk about targeted individuals. First, let's talk about narc abuse. And that ties in with one of these things that I have right here. What this is, I'm going to show it to both cameras. First, we'll go to the YouTube camera. What this is this is a camera cover, okay? The Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, the powers that be, they don't want you, here you go. They don't want you having one of these. And the way it works, you see this, you just slide it up and down. Here, I'm going to try getting both cameras. There we go. Because I'm live on Facebook here too, so. You see there, you have your camera open and boom, close. So I have these on my lenses. And what they're doing, you guys, is they are watching you. They're watching all of us, right? And this is tied in with the narcissistic abuse, okay? And you'll understand why in a second. What they're doing is they're watching you, and they're watching your pupils dilate. And check this out. If you have a Fitbit, just take it off. Stop using your Fitbit. They're using this stuff to monitor you. Check this out. Think about how powerful and strong it would make you feel if you could sit at a computer and do something. And then you could actually watch the real-time results in America as America, overall Americans' blood pressure goes up or down. You see, this is this thing that is really odd about all this stuff, and this is the question you got to ask yourself. Why are all these things being used for bad purposes? Because from what I can tell, they are being used for bad purposes. I'm trying not to, there we go. So let's talk about the narcissistic abuse and why covering your camera lens, why would covering your camera lens, in just a little tiny device like this, why would that be tied in with all the stuff that I'm talking about? Because you can buy these on Amazon, and I'm telling you, you need to buy these. This is why my show is called Conspiracy in Real Time, all right? If you go and buy these for your front and rear camera and start using them, I promise you that you will start getting treated differently by people in our society, your neighbors, your friends. Somebody will figure out a way to bring it up, you know what I mean? The reason this is tied in with narcissistic abuse is because for whatever the reason, and I don't really know the reason, I haven't gotten it fully figured out. For whatever the reason, the narcissistic abuse is what's being used by these people to do all of this stuff. Okay? So you need to, if you're watching this video and you're listening to me, you need to start researching narcissistic abuse. It is key to understanding what is going on. And it is key to helping you navigate. Because at first it's very confusing. This whole, and we're going to wrap up with that, but this whole thing is very, very, these waters that I'm talking about navigating, the advice that I have is for everyday Americans, believe it or not. Because most people, this stuff is happening to all of us, but most people, they don't care, or they notice enough to know that they don't want to know anymore. This information that I'm coming with on my show is for people like me, for people that are targeted, that people that want to do something about it, that are trying to navigate these waters. Because mark my words, if you don't do anything about this, it will ruin you. Like, that is what it's designed to do. All right? It's designed to do that. So narcissists are always cheating. And so they're always doing messed up stuff to the people that they're with. So part of that process as a narcissist is spying on the people that they are abusing. Now, why is this tied in with our cameras? Because we are being treated as like Sookie on what is that show called with the vampires? You know what I'm talking about? True Blood. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's how I'm kind of starting to see this. The targeted individuals are like the Sookies on True Blood, which I think were like fairies or something like that. Like, their blood was like really like succulent. The vampires couldn't resist them, right? So what's happening to you as a TI and to targeted individuals like myself, and what's happening to us as Americans, is they are corralling us and pushing us and moving us where they want us. Part of that is being done by our cell phones, and the reason they can do it so well is because they can see us. They can see and hear your reaction to everything. You know, so like today, I don't want to get into it, but like, I believe that things are being done to all of us, and they are gauging our reactions. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, anything, I don't want to get into all the particulars, but if you start applying this stuff to your real life, you will get results. And that's why I'm doing this show. It starts with little things like covering your cameras. You got to cover your cameras. All right, let's go, and that is tied in with the narc abuse. Let's go on to again, and I know I'm going to say this every episode, okay? Because in order to break, this is the thing with mind control. This is the thing if you're in a cult, okay? You don't realize that you've been mind controlled. You don't realize that you are in a cult. You're just believing the lies that you believe were true, and you're believing and trusting in people that maybe aren't even alive anymore, and the things that they told you. But you're starting to see that it's not true. You're starting to see that it's lies. All right, but again, in order to break through all this, in order to break through the mind control, in order to break through you have to repetitionally hear things. So that's why you're going to keep hearing me say, study and learn everything you can about narcissistic abuse. You have to. All right, you have to. All right, let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is shadow banning. Do you know what shadow banning is? Because if you're watching my show, you need to know what it is, okay? The shadow banning is something that's very horrible. I believe that there's two different things that happen when you're shadow banned. I have two different theories, okay? But basically it's this. I keep posting, right? As a user and as an artist, as a contributor, as a creator, as what we're called now. As a creator, I keep posting, right? So I'm posting on YouTube. I'm posting on Twitter. I'm posting on TikTok. And now I'm posting on Facebook. On all those social medias, I get shadow banned. What that means is, if you're scrolling through live videos, they don't even show you that I'm live. Like, nobody has come into my Facebook Live at this point. Like, nobody. And trust me, when you're scrolling through them, me sitting here talking, it does look more interesting than most stuff. And if you care about anything, you know, so anyways, I don't want to get into all that. You just need to trust me, you know. This is the point that we're at, okay? My whole life, I've been trying to talk to people into listening to me and believing me, but I didn't know that that's what was happening. And I didn't really have much to say, okay? Now that I have discovered these things, and now that I have a lot to say, it is the time for me to ask questions is over. You know, I think you guys should vet everything that I'm saying and check it for yourself, but you need to listen to me. Please trust me. Please believe what I'm telling you. I am not sitting here telling you lies. We are all being lied to. Okay, you guys, we are being lied to by the people that we thought trusted us. So, please just trust that I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm doing this because I believe that eventually, somehow, some way, I'm going to connect with some real people. Because right now they have me shadow banned. That means that these comments you see from people, the majority of these comments are not people that are actually going to do anything. They're people that are involved in the harassment and targeting of me. So I think there's two different things that happen when you're shadow banned. Sometimes I think I go completely on the perp network to where it's only perps that can see me. And trust me, they are watching this show. This is how it works. They just get one viewer to stream it, or they get one viewer to download it, and then everybody goes through that source. So the stats. So my show's probably like widely popular. You see, in the underground, in the underground, my show's probably like a hit. People are probably biting their nails watching it. Because along with watching my YouTube show and hearing what I think, they also get to watch me like walk around up here, like on all the CCTVs and all that stuff, whatever. So like, if you are watching this show, what I need you to do is repost my show on your social media. Nobody has done that, okay? Just to be clear, if you're watching this, I know that you haven't done it. Sending me, I'm sorry, you guys, like, no more Mr. Nice Guy for me. Putting comments like, hang in there, you'll make it through this. Like, I appreciate it, okay? If you're listening to what I'm saying and you're listening to what I'm telling you, and you go back a couple episodes, start at the November 6th. Remember forever, the 6th of November, started that episode. And start there. And if you have any questions, ask me specific questions. Otherwise, share to social media. Help me out. Because like, I already know that the majority of the people that reach out to me online and stuff, they are perps. They're all part of it. So like, if you want to do something, this is the problem. And I'm not, what are you doing? That is what, you don't need to ask yourself, what is my mayor doing? Your mayor's doing nothing. What is your pastor doing? Your pastor's doing nothing. What are your parents doing? What's the military? They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. You have to do something. Oh, I know, right? That's where we're at. I don't care if you're in the underground. I don't care if you're one of the DHS employees and you're sitting there watching this over the shoulder of your superior, eavesdropping. Oh yeah, I'm talking to you too. It is up to you. You can see what I'm doing. All right, let's move on to the next topic. The shadow banning is just immoral. The shadow banning is wrong. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, it's probably based on everything I know, it's completely illegal. But upon further investigating, oh no, it's not technically illegal, and it's not, right? But yo, man, it is seriously, ethically just effed up. Look, I'm sitting here saying this stuff, like speaking from the bottom of my heart, and they have me censored and limited to where people do not even know I am here. They don't even know that I'm speaking. I want people to be given the option. I want it to be slipped in the algorithm just like everybody else, because I know I got it. And this is the thing, that now I know that they know I got it. And I know that they know that I know that I got it. So just let me swing, baby. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, just let me swing. 3-letter agencies. Stop holding me back. Let me fly, because this stuff's getting ridiculous. Let's move on to the next topic. It's a good time to do that. Let's talk about the underground. The underground is something that always talked about in the rave scene. Everything was the underground. The underground. This is the underground. Welcome to the underground. Think about The Matrix. Think about Harry Potter. Okay? Think about Harry Potter and think about all this talk about other dimensions and portals and stuff. Could it be that all they're talking about is just other dimensions underneath us, like another floor? Or like a half mile down, there's like a whole another city? That's probably what it is. It's probably mirror cities underneath cities, and you can travel to cities just like up on top, except it's underneath. That's what I'm guessing, and I'm probably right. If it's going on, I'm sure that's what it is. So, what's up underground? Like, I know that there's people watching this that are underground. I know there are. And this is tied in with me, like, letting myself fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, me knowing how good I am. Because I know the truth now, you guys. I know that I was homeschooled to try to make me think that I'm stupid. I was homeschooled to limit me. And I've had all these people messing with me throughout my life to try to make me believe that, like, basically I suck. When they are the ones who suck. Ties right back in with the narcissistic abuse. It's tied right in with the narcissistic abuse. What they do is the things that they are guilty of, that is what they accuse you of. So, that's why oh man, it just all makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? If this stuff is true. If the whole right to life movement is really this like whole like covert baby making, like enslavement thing or whatever, you know, if my parents were really replaced by some kind of biological clones or whatever, which it looks like they could have been. You know, this is the thing, like, I'm thinking about the movie Elf and whatever, like that movie Big. Yo, man, I was a full-grown adult when they sent me to high school, and they were like, "Oh, you're just grown for your age and all this stuff, man." Something happened. Do you see what I'm saying? I think something happened. Something happened between like the 5th grade and the 9th grade, and I don't know what it was. But, you know, like I don't know if they put me underground and used and experimented on me. I don't know what happened, but there's some serious blocks from my memory. But there's a lot of stuff that are coming back, and there's a lot of stuff that have come back, a lot of things that have come back. There's a lot of things that I'm realizing now. There's revelations that I'm having just on a daily basis, you guys. Period. I don't think that I'm a prophet, but like they probably do. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they probably do. They probably think I am one. And there's other people that would probably call me one. But I don't think that about myself. I just think that I'm like incredibly smart. And you have to understand, this is their fault, okay? If they had just hands off, okay, check this out. Let me put it this way, because I know there's people from my family watching. I know there's 3-letter agencies watching. I know there is. All right, so check this out. Let me tell you guys the real deal. If my dad, Rob Earth, my dad Robert, if he hadn't bought me that crappy car that was rigged up to break down and just treated me like crap when he was like saying that he was trying to help me and help, if my pastor and my family, if they would have helped me focus on my ex-girlfriend and all this weird trafficking stuff that went down when I was dating her, if they would have helped me in the very beginning with all that, I wouldn't be sitting here today saying this. I wouldn't have had all these issues. It's because my dad, the person that calls himself Robert, the person that raised me, who's probably like my brother or something, you know what I mean? He's probably like my brother or my grandfather or who knows what. I know these people aren't going to take bio tests to prove who they are, you know, DNA tests to prove who they are. All they'll probably say to me is, why don't you do Ancestry DNA or 23andMe? You know what I mean? Go ahead and get lied to by the NWO. Okay. Something happened, and it has to do with stuff under the ground, underfoot, under the hill, underground. The dwarves delved too deep, is what they said in Lord of the Rings. Do you see what I'm saying? And something like that happened here with me. They delved too deep. They did something too much. I don't know what. I don't know. Like I don't know. But something happened. Like, I think, like, something went wrong with the abuse. They probably almost killed me or something. That's probably what happened. Or they may have killed me and had to bring me back. Do you see what I'm saying? Something like that. I'm just guessing. I don't know. But something changed in my house. And my parents always said that, it was because of the loss of these kids and my brother. Because my parents had miscarriages or whatever. Who knows? Maybe, I had a brother that was born and then he died, like 2 weeks after he died. My parents knew he was going to pass away, quote unquote, pass away before he was here. And do you know something I didn't hear after he was gone? I never heard them say, we did everything we could. I never heard a doctor say, hey, Josh, I want to, say I'm sorry about your brother Samuel, like I know you love them a lot. Like, you know, I was the one that took care of him and I did everything I could. No, I never heard any of that. It was just, yeah, he's going to pass away. And then he did, like 2 weeks after he was born. I don't know if he was, these are my hypotheses, these are my ideas. He was probably either sacrificed or he was given to another family. It's probably the deal. All right, let's move away from the underground stuff because I start getting talking about that. But this is all real. It says, look, the Google Drive car won't drive down the road that my childhood home is on. And also there's a road just like it in Gainesville, Georgia. Doesn't make any, stuff is all connected somehow, I don't know. All right, so let's talk finally about targeted individuals. Why you're watching this show, you know what I'm saying? You're wondering, are you targeted? Look, they're targeting all of us, okay? And it's basically your eyes are opening up to what's going on around you. And what's going on around you is they are mobbing areas where you're going to make it look as though everything is normal and society's just like it should be and everything's functioning just like it should be. So they're not actually following, but they are, this is the weird thing, they are also keeping their eyes on you. It has taken me like 2 years to finally figure out what was going on with the group stalking, what the deal is with the gang stalking. And for me personally, and let me just see if this rings any bells, okay? See if this connects with you. I was raised in a Christian household, very religious. I was homeschooled. My brother went to a Christian school. We have an adopted sister, grew up going to church. So everything was normal, but something's horribly wrong. What is it? The thing that's horribly wrong was I was getting tranquilized and like abused in ways as a young kid. I don't know who did it, if my parents were doing it, if they were letting somebody else do it, I don't know. They're hiding out in the churches, you guys. I don't really know how else to put it. They are hiding out in the churches. That's where they are. They're hiding out in the churches. That's my story. In Gainesville, Florida. I'm talking about all the elders, you guys, all the elders, all the deacons, the pastors, like the entire, it's like, it's as if I am the only person that doesn't know. And it's looking like there's less and less people like me out there. Like, is the whole world just filled up with, vampires that are ready to devour me and I'm just, a meat sack? Is that the deal? Because I've wondered that and it started to feel that way. I will say this, that if you are targeted, you need to go up and not down. And you already know what I mean. You need to work hard. You need to look sharp. You need to dress sharp, because everybody, when you step out that front door, everybody is trying to bring you down a peg. Everybody is trying to trip you up. And I don't have the fullest explanation. It has something to do with you having Jesus and God in your heart and you being a good person and them being absolutely wretched and horrible. So you need to put on that armor. You need to put on that armor, that mental armor, before you go out. And because you can't treat it with insanity. That's what they want. They want you to lose your crap. They want you to act all crazy. Don't do it, But it's really tricky because you don't want to get walked all over either, So it's very difficult to find that balance, and that's what I'll be working on for the rest of my life, is finding that right balance. It seems like this is a good episode. I'm uploading 3 today because I don't want to go into all the technical details, and plus I don't want to give away some of my operations and security stuff, but I did some things to get some more data available for live streaming and uploading YouTube and stuff like that. As soon as anyway, I get messed with on a regular basis, you guys. It happened to me today. All right. I got a new SIM card. I put it with the same carrier, everything, just a new SIM card. Called up the company. Boom. My iPhone starts flashing. My cellular devices just get hacked. They just get hacked. And even if I do the camera covers and stuff like that, it works until I'm doing something like this, and then boom, they see my face and they have their warrants or whatever, the Department of Homeland Security, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, he's a domestic terrorist because why? Oh yeah, because of his family, that's why. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. I'll probably do another video today. I got one uploading right now. We'll upload this one. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on Facebook, please thumbs up this. Please share. Please subscribe. You know, trying to cross promote you guys. I'm doing my best. You need to ask yourself, what is it that you're doing? That's what you need to ask yourself. All right. And then go from there. All right. Peace out.